This is Scott, aka Sydney MGTOW here. It is a Monday afternoon in Sydney. It's a little bit warm, but it's just about to get hotter. I am here with the one and only Stand Up Men.
This is Stand Up Men. Welcome to our program. I want to thank every one of you for your supporting and all the words, kinds what you said, but the fight doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. My great friend
Welcome,
of ours,
Jason.
Scott, is here to tell you the truth. We are here telling you the truth, what works, not fantasy, not illusion. We are here to tell you the truth, what's been hidden from you, from the lies and deception of the media, the lies and deception of mainstream media that want to indoctrinate you and make you a fucking slave and make you a slave so you can fucking give your resources to a fucking bitch that has got no prospects whatsoever. I want you, my dear friend, to stand up for who you are. Be a man for who you are. Be a man that you want to be. I never said violent. Anybody that watched my videos at the time knows. Be a man on purpose, on vision. And I'm great. I've got the privilege and honor to have a great man that is not only humble, that is not only knowledge is second to none. He is a man that's learned from his own mistakes like I have, and we here want to share our knowledge and tell you the truth, what works and what not. Before I give over the reins of the show to our great friend Scott, I just want to say one thing. The biggest lie, and I've said this before, the truth will set you free is a lie. The truth will send you bankrupt. Again, the truth will set you free is a lie. The truth will send you bankrupt. Ask any divorced man. And he will tell you that when he was tell the truth, he got bankrupt. With that, I'm going to pass it on my great friend Scott. And we're going to have a little chat about our ebook.
Exactly right. Thank you so much, Stand Up Men. Look, guys, I know some of you may not have seen Stand Up Men before. Welcome to everybody who's just jumped in the stream. I've got Chase, Luke, MGTOW, Samson S, Brizzy Boy, Harmonic Live, Jason Sparatus, Dynamic Rabbit, Michael. Yes, you do recognize his voice. We got Richard Kelly in the house, Elvin Girl, Uni MGTOW, Bob, and others, and Gial as well. Thank you all so much for joining us. Guys, I know that Stand Up Men is very fiery and very passionate. He's got a lot of wisdom to share. I'm going to actually go through some of the points in the ebook that he's releasing about female nature and female psychology, particularly in the context of relationships. Welcome, Sergey. Guys,
so all I want to say, my dear friends, this took me 12 years to construct. We want this to make this affordable to you because we want it to be accessible to all of you. But at the same time, I worked for 12 years on this and I don't want to give it for free. And the sad part about this is if people get things for free, they don't value them. Anybody, and I want to mention here, Papa MGTOW, that purchased, and I spoke to him over the phone. Thank you so much. You're a fucking great man. I salute you all the way, mate. Thank you so much. So, with that, I'm going to give Scott here because he went through my ebook and he edited a couple of things and he's going to share some topics that's going to be extremely interesting. I promise you tonight, my dear friends, wherever you are in the world, Mr. Stand-Up Man and Scott loves you from the bottom of his heart. I have sweat in tears. I have woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning when I had ideas about my ebook. And I tell you, what I have here is fucking gold. I don't say this lightly. I don't say this with arrogance. I say this with confidence, but at the same time humbleness. Because you, my dear friends, when you are following me on my channel, you add lots of value. So I want to thank every fucking one of you. With that, I want to give Scott here to read the edited version of Stand Up Men's Psychology and Behavior of Women that no one wants you to know. And here is for sale. And we give you the best of the best. And a great friend of ours, Scott here, that I love him from the bottom of my heart because he came to prominence when fucking YouTube shut me down. So please listen to him. His knowledge, his capacity, his passion. We are different people. But at the same time, we carry the fucking torch. We want to give you the real truth. That it's been hidden for you. It took me fucking nights and years to write this in sweat and tears. All the mistakes I've done, you can avoid them. All the mistakes that I've done, you can eliminate them. Darius, my dear friend.
Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Darius,
Thanks
I
for
love you, my
joining
dear
in.
friend. We miss you, my friend. Anyway, you know what they've done to me, Darius. And I want to give you the real truth. I say this with unequivocal honesty, with confidence, but not arrogance. Because believe me, what I've gone through, I don't wish on fucking anybody. Now, I know my situation is not worse than others. Some have gone worse than me. But at least I recovered. Some may never recover. With that, I let Scott go for a few topics from our ebook, Female Psychology and Behavior. No one wants you to know.
Yeah, exactly. No, look, Chase, it's cool, man. Look, he's actually a very good guy. You got to remember that there's a lot of people that can't show their face for certain reasons. People in the public service, people in certain roles. I basically just don't care, which is why I show my face. But, you know, men, I'm sure you can appreciate, as a MGTOW standing up, speaking out, and spitting the truth about what's really going on in the world. Not everybody can show their face, so please respect that. Darius, I want to say that some of the things in this book, man, absolutely nailed the points in this book, just at exactly what you talk about. I reckon you'd love it. Now, guys, look, Papa MGTOW, I have spoken to him personally. He's read this book. The price it's very low. Guys, at the end of the day, before we get into this whole thing, this is not about money, okay? This is about helping you guys. People don't appreciate things they don't pay for. But if you do get this ebook and you don't like it, there is a 100% money back guarantee. I didn't drive all the way over to the city to sit here with stand-up men in sweating my ass off in here so that I can make $2, right? I came over here because I actually give a shit about you men. I put my face to this and I put my job on the line and I put a lot of things at risk because I care about you men and because you're important to me and because I actually give a fuck, and so does this man right here. Chase, look, if you want to quit, man, I respect your choice. That's cool. Not going to hold that against you. But, you know, please respect his right to privacy.
He's entitled to his view. He's entitled to his view.
Anyway, so,
listen, we continue, my dear friends. We on our journey, we help men that want to be helped. Yeah. Some men that don't want to be helped, it's okay. You can go to be in a blue pill mangina, and we all know where that's going to get you. Yeah. I know where it fucking got me. I rest my case.
Jason, I am going to be releasing the link to go and download it in a very, very, very soon upcoming stream. But I want to read guys, I really want to read a couple of points from this ebook in there because I think you're going to find that these are going to resonate with you very, very strongly, and you'll see where we're actually going with this and why it's important that we actually do this to help you guys, right? Because, you know, there's a lot about female psychologies that men will never understand unless it's put to them on a silver platter. And many of you guys will have gone through experiences and had things happen to you and had things said to you that maybe didn't quite click at the time, but when you actually see the content in this ebook, it's going to all make sense to you. So let me read a couple of snippets from this. And the number one says, you're either leading or being led. There's no such thing as 50-50 in any relationship. No woman wants a weak man. And this is the truth, men. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, Chase. Here's a metaphor. Imagine you have a dog and you're leading the dog or it's leading you. Now, I'm not calling women dogs here, but bear with me. Once the dog is leading you, it is your master, not the reverse. Yes, this is a provocative analogy, but we're not here to make friends. We're here to tell you what works. We are not saying treat women as dogs, but you must lead. Women need the man to be dominant. This is rooted in evolution and biology. Don't be a dictator. Just know that she has to be in your frame, not hers.
Exactly.
The reason women want a dominant mate is because it takes the responsibility and accountability away from her, because we all know how much women hate being accountable for things, which is the reason we live in the gynocratic state that we do. Challenge and test. She will always challenge and test you, no matter how long you are together. This never ends. It never ends. As this is female nature, since the woman needs to constantly know she is with an alpha male. It is a biological drive to continually keep testing you to see if you are the alpha male. Exactly, Michael. Expectations versus reality. Hence why you see so many weak men that we refer to as blue pill guys, or guys that actually genuinely get cuckolded by their wives or partners, you know, or, and end up having other men's kids.
They're the ones who sleep around the most behind the man's back because they can't stand a man that's weak.
Correct.
And the moment a woman senses the man's weak, she's going to come up with the phrase, "You've changed. You're not the same man I'm mad." Fill in the blanks.
Correct. And this is devastating, guys. How many men in relationships for more than 10 years that have a backbone? These men will be like, the missus is always right. She is the boss. Whatever she says goes. And here's the kicker, guys. Here's the fucked up kicker. Happy wife, happy life.
It's a lie.
What about happy husband, huh? What about us? What about the men? What about our happiness and what's important to us? Nobody gives a fuck about that in marriage anymore, right? We're sold this bullshit about going into marriage and then being told, oh, you got to make the woman happy. You know, what about her? She's the boss. Happy wife, happy life. It's all a crock of shit. Yeah. And this is what stand-up men's saying about the lie that we've been fed. And if this is you, men, then you're in a constant place of trying to please her, which is impossible.
It's in the long run. In the long term to make a woman happy.
Bob says a happy life is without a wife. You're exactly right, Bob. Now, guys, these two next points, the three next points are absolutely critical and they are fundamental in every single long-term relationship, and you must know this. You have to. Argan 2 says, if you want to have a good girlfriend, you need to give up all your property to her. Tyrone will do that for you. Tyrone will do that for you.
That's why you have to have all your assets out of the country. If anybody wants to have personal advice on this matter, contact us or Scott. You can contact me on yourlifetoday1@gmail.com, and you can contact Scott at
sydneymgtow@gmail.com.
And we will tell you exactly how to protect yourself. I cannot talk about this on YouTube, but I can promise you it'll save your headaches. I'm the only fucking divorced man that paid his ex-wife $0.
Welcome, Irish MGTOW. This is Stand Up Men. We have some amazing stuff for you. Look, I'm going to skip past a couple because we all know about hypergamy. We all know this is biological human nature. We all know a woman's attracted to you for your money, power, and social status. We all know that they shit test you. Welcome, man.
He's just going for the ebook.
So there's this thing called Brifold's law, right? Spelled BRIFFAULT''S law. Go and look up on this, guys. This is huge. Okay, you're right.
If you haven't heard about Brifold's law, go to Vimeo. I did a video on this. Or press Brifold's law. And you need to learn this because that's the agenda of feminism.
Correct.
Please, we don't have the time to explain this here on 2 minutes. But you need to see what is the agenda of Brifold's law. And then you can understand what the real agenda is of feminism. And I promise you, you will never forget this video, what we're telling you today, because I pride myself on telling the truth. And the reason I've become friends of Scott is because he prides himself in telling the fucking truth.
100%.
And you, my dear friends, come for the truth, and we are going to fucking give it to you. Exactly. And if you don't want the truth, please switch off. You can go and watch Those Were the Days of Our Lives, or watch romantic movies, and we all know what that's going to get you.
Jason, it's called Brifold's Law, BRIFFAULTS. That's BRIFFAULTS. Okay, so, and this is the concept of Brifold's Law. It's fundamentally around something that we call future utility. As Michael just said, Brifold's Law maintains that the female, not the male, determines all the conditions of the animal family where the female can derive no benefit from. That's exactly correct. Let me elaborate on this. So, Brifold's Law.
At the beginning.
So, this is the aim of feminism. As Michael said, the female, not the male, determines all the conditions of the animal family where the female can derive no benefit from association with the male. No such association takes place. So fundamentally, if a woman cannot get something from you that benefits her, she will not be around. Period. Now, past benefit provided by the male... No, I can't, Chase. Past benefit provided by the male does not provide for continued or future association. That means that if you've given them something in the past, that means zero. Right? They won't stay for something you've given in the past because you've already given it. This is why you cannot give everything to a woman straight away. Now, any agreement where the male provides a current benefit in return for a promise of future association is null and void as soon as the male has provided the benefit. A promise of future benefit has limited influence on current or future association, with the influence inversely proportionate to the length of time until the benefit will be given, and directly proportionate to the degree to which the female trusts the male, which is highly unlikely. Now,
anyway, we don't want to go into this in details because we can be here all day long. We want to go through our ebook a little bit more. Please, Scott, bring up some things that you found extremely interesting to our viewers. I want to thank every one of you. We are here for one man or 60 or 1,000. If I fucking save one man, I've done my job.
And that's
if Scott saves one man to tell you the truth, I swear on my life, mate, on my dead body, that everything I say that's come out of my mouth in all my videos is the truth. There is no more truth that's coming out of my mouth. And this is why I love Scott so much. Because he's continuing our work, and we need men like this to continue to do work so you will not be sold the lies of mainstream media.
Correct.
I've said this on my videos many, many times.
Hey, we got MGTOW 101 in the house.
MGTOW 101.
What's up, Miggy? What's up, Miggy? Man, I'd love it if you do that, Miggy. That'd be cool, man. Hey, guys, Miggy here. Miggy in the chat. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Appreciate it.
I want to thank every one of you, my dear friends, from the bottom of my heart. I swear on my life, everything, as you don't know, but I'm sweating like a pig here. I'm telling you, I know I repeat myself many, many times here.
See the shine from the sweat?
I repeat myself many, many times. But believe me, there is no better truth when avoiding problems before they happen. Because afterwards, you'll have no money, no kids, and no fucking woman. And we all know what's going to happen. You heard about Tirasi. Because he's famous. But you never heard how countless men on the streets of the US of Australia, 6 men in Australia commit suicide a day. Nobody talks about it. I live next to Watson's Bay in Sydney. Every day people commit suicide. And guess who it is? 95% of men. You never hear this in the media. But you, my dear friends, you're searching. You're looking for the truth. And that's why you're listening to our great friend Scott. And I'm really, really sorry that they closed me down because I did a video on Dubai girls. All I did is tell the truth. And this is what happens when you tell the truth.
Exactly. When you tell the truth about hypergamous women that go over to Saudi Arabia, taking Instagram photos left, right, and center. Or Dubai. They go over to Dubai, they're taking photos on luxury yachts, like all this duck lip bullshit. And then they go into the fucking penthouse of the hotel and they get shat on for 12 hours at night, right? You know, when we speak out about that happening, and we speak out about people doing that, you know, we get shut down, which is exactly right. Instagram porta potty's exactly right, MGTOW 101. I mean, you all remember what I said in your stream today, so you know what porta potties are all about. Guys,
let's continue on our ebook. We want to give you some gems, my dear friend.
Exactly. And if you're gonna date women, and you must do it, and you're gonna buy them gifts, don't buy them too many and don't spend too much, because she'll lose respect for you. This is even more important in the beginning of a relationship, as she'll respect you more if you hardly buy her anything.
If you keep buying them things at the beginning, the entitlement will grow drastically.
Set the standard from the start. Because in her mind, if you buy her stuff, you are looking for her validation. Subconsciously, this affects her level of attraction towards you.
Exactly.
Right?
In our ebook, we give 16 gold rules that I have constructed over 12 years. How to date and how to hide and what to do. Anybody that bought our ebook, and Papa MGTOW mentioned especially, knows that what we have said are gold. What Scott has added, he had made the content much better, much easier to read, because as you know, English is not my first language.
Yeah.
But I want to thank him for editing it and fixed it. It's much, much easier to read, but the content is gold. I can swear on my life, mate, that I had cried nights and nights that nobody told me the truth on this. This is where we come in here and we want to help you. From the bottom of my heart. If you don't have money and you can't afford it, we will send it to you for free.
Guys, this is 45 pages. 45 pages of solid content. I I've edited about 40 hours worth. I've added my own additions to this. I've fixed up everything. You know, like Stand Up Men has spent the last 12 years putting this together, and I've just polished it a little bit. I can't take the credit for this. You know, I've added a little bit, but fundamentally, I already knew everything that he had in the book, and he's put it down on paper for us, you know, to help us men, to help us understand how to counter the narcissism and the lies and the manipulation of women, right? Because it's very real. It is lies, it is manipulation, it is narcissism. And I'm going to read a bit on manipulation in just a moment. But something I want to speak to you guys about, this is fundamentally MGTOW, right? If you go MGTOW, if you truly serve your purpose and you live that and you don't let anyone stand in your way, right? Then you will become the best version of yourself, right? And you will have a sense of truth, honesty, integrity, purpose, and dignity. Now, here's the thing. And this is something that Stand Up Men's written in this book. Exactly, MGTOW 101. We do need to stick together. We have strength and unity. And I've said this many times on many of other content creator streams and on my own. Now, guys, this is critical. Please listen to this. Women cannot stand a man without purpose. They cannot stand them. 100%. A path and dominance, right? You need to be the alpha if you want to attract women. Ironically, when we go MGTOW, we become the alpha. That is fundamentally what we create for ourselves. A purpose is what defines your unique standing as a man. And your dominance is an inherently masculine trait that biologically makes you stand out in the subconscious of women and other men, right? It gains you respect in a way that nothing else will. You have to have your job. You have to have your hobbies. You have to have your passions and other pastimes that have nothing to do with her. Exactly. You have to. A man without purpose is simply a mangina, as Stand Up Men said. Man, I want you to really truly think about this. What is your purpose and what is your path? You need to understand what yours is and write it down. And if you don't, then you need to soul search and find out what that's all about. Because that is what will take you to your end goals. No matter what you do in life, that will help. You will inherently stumble across your passion in the pursuit of your purpose. And this is what will make you more of an alpha and more attractive in the eyes of other women and more of an alpha in the perspective of other men. This is what will gain you respect and social power.
Not to mention that you'll love the person that you live in with your own
That's
skin.
right.
Because you'll have respect for who? For yourself. Anybody that bought my ebook, I give examples from the Bible. Quoted the Old Testament. I didn't write the Old Testament. I have given in our ebook exactly the sources. Exactly. And I've had people say to me, I'm going to check your sources, Mr. Stand Up Man. I said, by all means, check the sources. And 2 days later, Mr. Stand Up Man, I salute you. And today we're going to give you the sources and we're going to read you parts of the Bible and we're going to prove to you beyond any shadow of any doubt in the Old Testament. And it was explained and translated by rabbis in the Old Testament. And we're going to explain this to you today. Continue, Scott.
And man, even if you're not religious, it doesn't matter. All of this stuff is pure, unadulterated, brutal truth, whether people want to hear it or not. Like, this is the type of book where a woman will read it and they'll think we're the biggest misogynists on the face of the earth. No, we're not. We are men. We are alpha men. We are MGTOW. We are brothers. We stand united together. And we're not going to be fucked over anymore. And we're not going to be manipulated.
And if you want to be, my dear friends, manipulated, like we all have, and I was the biggest fucking mangina ever. I don't say this lightly, because it takes a real man to admit that he was a mangina. But the good thing about me, I wrote down all my mistakes, and I corrected them. So I learned from my mistakes, and I want you to avoid the mistakes and be better than Stand Up Man and Scott, so you don't make the mistakes and put in the pitfalls that one day you'll wake up with no woman, no money, and no pussy. And we all know what that's going to get you. Up to Watson's Bay in Sydney, committing suicide.
Jumping off a cliff and killing yourself.
If anybody that follows me on Stand Up Man knows that I mentioned this many, many times about the plight of men. How many men commit suicide, but it's never mentioned in the media. But if it was women committing suicide, it'll be all over the news. We'll have a royal commission.
Exactly right. Our politicians don't give a fuck about us. The Liberal part... Guys, our current Prime Minister in Australia, I want you to go to YouTube and Google Turnbull feminist. Right? And you're going to find a video of him in 1988 and a video of him last year declaring himself a feminist. He does not give a fuck about us men. He only cares about the bullshit feminist agenda. He only cares about pandering to women's vaginas. It's all a crock of fucking shit. Thank you, Arvera. I respect you for jumping in. I appreciate it. Work hard, man. I know you do.
Every one of you, thank you so much, man. From the bottom of my heart, I thank every one of you. I know you're searching. Some of you are in pain. Some of you are searching in massive pain. Some of you have written to me that how some of my videos of stand-up men and my colleagues have helped you overcome your depression. So every one of you, I don't say this lightly because I used to be on my bed for 8 months depressed. And I'm not saying this to make a martyr of myself. The only reason I'm saying this so you can learn from your mistakes and learn from my mistakes so you won't repeat the same fucking dumbass things I've done and then go into sinking 8 months depression. For what? For a fucking pussy that can pay $300 and get another one in 5 minutes.
It is the gap in Watson's Bay, Michael. Now let me tell you something as well. November 2016, my marriage breakdown. Yeah, I made my fuck ups and there's problems on both sides. But what I went through, even before I knew stand-up men, this had happened to me in the book. It's exactly what he said happened, right? And it's point 18 of this book. It says, she will turn your friends against you slowly but surely, so you will be dependent on her and won't leave her. Okay, actually, there's a different section where it talks about everyone turning against you. Hang on. Turn against friends. Next. Sorry, guys. Bear with me a second.
Bear with us a second.
Go.
In the meantime, as you're searching, for those that want to date, we have constructed at Stand Up Men a 16 rule, golden rules, that you can apply immediately. And once you read it, you'll understand why I repeat this sentence again and again. You need to stand up for who you are. Because if you don't stand up, nobody will. Continue.
Exactly. Malcolm Turnbull is a rich prick who doesn't give a fuck about men in Australia. MGTOW 101 is on the fucking money. Okay. Now, look, we all know women love the bad boy, right? Women say they want the nice guy because they logically believe this to be true. That said, they are wired to fall for the bad boy because he shows signs of power, dominance, protection, and leadership. In a woman's mind, this is a man that is exciting. He creates, and guys, this is absolutely crucial. If you create emotions in a woman, she will be attracted to you and she will not be able to think about anyone else. And this is exactly what the bad boys invoke in a woman. Even if you give everything to her, a house, cars, money, your life savings, children, you give everything. If you can't evoke emotions in her the way that the guy down the street can, she's going to be down there riding his cock while you're at work providing for your family.
Exactly.
And this is exactly, like, why do you think the bad boy's appealing? You don't see women running to the maths or the science teacher from school, like, you know, the dude that's fucking driving the little Hyundai Excel, you know, wearing the fucking little knitted sweater that his grandma gave him. They're never attracted to that guy. Exactly. You know? And this is the thing. Because with the bad boy, women feel safe and protected, which enables them to forget their issues. I know this isn't logical. Right? We know this isn't logical. You guys know this isn't logical, but that's just how it is.
Women are not logical.
They base their entire lives around emotion. And let me tell you something. The times when women have fallen the hardest for me is when they've said to me, I feel really safe with you. Because I've invoked their emotions, I've been that bad boy, and I've attracted them in that way. Right? And this is just the thing.
One of the things is not being needy. Once a woman smells any desperation, you're done. Now, I'm not here giving a dating advice to anybody, but if you're still dating women, don't be needy. Because women can smell it miles away. And desperation stinks.
Speaking of stinking, Miggy said this is why cuck Eli is with a fat chick. Quality women don't find him attractive. Exactly, because he's not the alpha male, he's the beta male. She's going to suck him dry for all his resources, and then he's going to get completely fucked. He's going to go from purple pill straight to like a deep shade of blue. He's going to be navy fucking pill. That's how blue pill that motherfucker's going to be. Anyway, if any of you... Exactly.
Also, I want to mention in our ebook, we mentioned the betterization curve. How a woman over time, she makes you a better. There's a curve that we have taken from other sources. I'm not going to give credit for it, but where you fixed it. Over time, they make you better. And if you're not aware of the betterization curve, it's going to happen to you. And the reason I know this, because this happened to me. When I read this, I blew my top off because it literally happened to me.
Yeah. So, man, what I want you to do right now, okay? I want all you guys listening in there, first of all, hit the thumbs up because there's 29 in the box and 21 thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up, guys. Let's get this trending. This is really important.
If we save one man, we've done our duty.
Exactly.
There's nobody that helped me when I got divorced. There's nobody that listened to me, man. The only person that listened to me is the fucking mattress. Do you think I say this to you lightly? Do you say I say this lightly that I was 8 months depressed, suicidal? I don't. How many men are out there in the same situation and nobody gives them a hand? My dear friend, Stand Up Man, our great friend here that I'm proud and honored to be sitting with him, Scott. Want to give you a hand, but you need to give us our hand too, so we can help you and pull you out of that mess.
By the way, men, I have found this particular portion, and I'm gonna share this with you. Now, this is what happened to me in November 2016, right? I actually discovered the red pill, and I've already told him this, but again, thank you, Meggy 101, from the bottom of my heart for shoving a big fat fucking it's like a big red pill down my throat, you know what I mean? Like that's what MGTOW 101 did to me. He's like, oh, red pill straight down my throat. So, and I needed to hear it, and I binged for weeks on his content, and it made me realize that everything I'd ever seen was absolutely fucking true. And that's when I went into the belly of the beast, and I've been there for a year now. And what I have learned is unbelievable, and that's why I put my face to my name. That's why I got veins popping out of my head, because I got the fire running through my veins. That's why I stand up here and put my voice to this and my face to it. And I don't give a fuck, because you men are more important to me than my job. You men are more important to me than my reputation. You men are more important to me than fucking anything.
How many men would say what he just said now? How many fucking men would say what he just said? Very few. So please listen to Scott. I'm not saying to you, Mr. Stand Up Man is the only source. But you need to help yourself and listen. It's very hard swallowing the red pill. And the reason it's hard, the reason it's fucking hard, because being shoved down our ass and our throat all our lives since our kids. You find a woman, you get the money, and you feel happily ever after. It's all bullshit.
Exactly. The media is like, this is blue, right? See the blue? Media is getting that blue pill, and he's just fucking ramming up your ass like, shit. Sorry, man. But that's what happens. That's what happens when you leave Tyrone in charge of shit, right? Fucking tries to shove a blue pill up your ass and it just goes fucking fizzes everywhere. So guys, this is a critical point. This is point number 93 in Stand Up Men's book. This book about female psychology and behavior in the context of relationships. No cut, Jason, just raw. That's how Tyrone goes in. Now this actually says here, and I'll read this word for word. Divorce, okay? And this happened to me, if you have mutual friends, once you get a divorce, once you break up with your partner or your long-term girlfriend, once you break up with your girlfriend of a month, the chances are you will lose all of your friends, as everyone will take her side.
100%.
Everyone. This is largely because the men who were your wives, mostly men who are blue pill manginas and are probably cuckolded by their partners, do not want to upset their wives and subsequently take the side of your ex to placate their partner. This is real shit, man. This happens. It happened to me. It happened to him. It happens to tens, hundreds of thousands of men every single fucking day in breakups. We all get fucked. We all get left behind. Because when everyone walks out of our lives, we're the men's left standing, right? We're the men's left to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a fuck about us. Nobody cares. That's why you have to care about yourself more than you care about them, men.
How can I be more authentic when what this man just said? Can you be more authentic than this? As much as I believe I'm authentic, he's even more authentic. Because he puts his face to these words. Please, my dear friends, I appeal to you for every ounce of sweat that I had. It's very hard swallowing the red pill. It's been a fucking massive journey for me. I have cried and I couldn't believe the shit that I was fed. It took me years to transform myself. You can transform yourself, but you need to give us a hand so we can pull you out of the fucking bullshit that mainstream media has shoved down your throat and all of us. I promise you, once you accept female nature and you know what it is, it's not upsetting anymore.
Exactly.
Because you know you don't give a fuck anymore.
That's right.
Every time you got into depression because of a woman, because you gave too much. And because you gave too much, because you expected. You can't trust them. It's simple as that. They're just little fucking, they're mere adults. They've got no responsibility and accountability whatsoever. You lend $1,000 to 10 people, 10 men, 9 of them will return the money, or 8. Out of 10 women, if you ask for the money, they look at you like you're a retard. That's why when people say to me, I lent this woman $1,000 and you're sleeping with her, what's the chances you're going to get the money back? Nearly zero. By the way, this happened to me not once, not twice. That's why I never lend them money anymore. Yeah. And if you do, $100 and forget about it.
Exactly. And by the way, Michael is right. He says a married man loses all his friends and has to take on her friends. The Mask Black. I'm very, like, honestly, I'm extremely humbled, guys, that I'm at 1,700 subscribers so soon. I started this channel just before Christmas. I've been doing lives every day for you men to pass this message out there. And I truly thank all of you for subscribing and listening to this message, because it is very important and I want to help you guys out in any way that I can. Truly, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Now, guys, let me continue this bit on divorce, because it says women take the female side due to group bias. See point 17 committee, which I'm going to raise in a moment. Even men who don't have a partner, even men who don't have the bias of their girlfriend or their wife or whatever to have to pander to, they will take the side of the woman because they run to a woman's aid whenever they see one upset. This is what we've been taught to do. Look after the women, look after your sister, look after your female friend, right? And these men often identify as male feminists. And these are white knights. These are beta males. These are the guys that the women aren't attracted to. So these guys are all up in here. They're all up in here just saying, oh, are you okay? Oh, poor darling, would you like a tissue? Here, let me take you home. Oh, I bought you a bottle of water. Here's a chocolate bar. Here's a pack of Tim Tams. Oh, here's a movie. Let me take you to the movies. Let me take you out. Get your mind off things. They're trying to fuck her. Meanwhile, she's sitting on my dick.
Exactly.
Because I'm the fucking alpha up in here. And these beta males are fucking us over. So you know what? Sucked into them. They want to spend all that money, right? And try and get the girl that I'm fucking, right? Then they deserve it for fucking us men over. As a collective, right? These are the guys who vote for the Greens, who vote for these fucking parties that want to see men subjugated by law.
And most men always think the biggest lie men lie to themselves. This won't happen to me until it fucking happens. And then it's too fucking late.
And you can't do anything about it. It's exactly right. And when I mentioned before about committee, when we were talking about divorce and all the friends, exactly right. Arjo, this won't happen to me. Exactly. That's what everyone says. Dude,
I said the same thing.
I said it. We both get fucked. We all get fucked.
I'm different. Yes, I'm different. Until
you're not different. You're never different. Point 17. Female's own group preference. A woman will always take the side of another woman, even if she does not know her. Even if she doesn't know her. If she sees a woman crying up the street, she'll go up to that woman, say, oh, darling, are you okay? Let me get you a bottle of water, right? They're the white knights of the female world. They'll take the woman's side without even knowing the story, without even knowing that woman just went and fucked 5 of your friends and you're pissed off with them and they're crying because you're pissed off, even though it's their fault, right? And they're the ones that get the sympathy, right? I've just like had fucking 5 guys, 5 Tyrones and Chads run a train on my bitch, and I'm the one that's the bad guy? Fuck you. Fuck you. Unbelievable. A woman will always take the side of the woman if she doesn't know her. A woman's best friends, her committee is a close group of friends. Yeah, Tyrone, MGTOW 101, fisting all the way up to the elbow, just like stretching that sphincter. It's like throbbing and flexing as it throbs right there. Oh, so this group of close friends is where she gets all her advice, right? And believe me, and for you, those of you who know, exactly, MGTOW 101. Miggy, actually, I got a little present for you, Miggy. I saw something at the grocers just today, and I'm gonna share it with you. Here we go. This is for you, MGTOW 101. This is for you. All the eggplants. This is for you, Miggy. Oh, all of the eggplants.
My dear friends, anybody that followed Stand Up Man at the time knows I mentioned many times before, you need to read this book, The Manipulated Man by Esther Valer. I know I've repeated this many times, but the only reason I'm repeating this, because many of our viewers are new viewers and they don't know about this. I need to mention, before we continue, The Female Brain, and page 87, anybody that followed me at the time knows. And I'm going to quote, for those that haven't heard this.
Thank you, Jason.
Single women want nurturing men that will help them raise a family. But once the family home is secured, they have a biological urge to sneak around with men that have better genes. Unquote. Now, this is not what I've written. This is page 87 of The Female Brain. Look it up for yourself, and it's written by Luan Bristan. And when you realize the real truth of female nature, you're not upset anymore because you don't have expectations. 90% of your problems is because of expectations. But if you don't give a fuck, it's not going to hurt you. And this is the problem with men. We expect them to reciprocate what we do for them. They don't. They don't. Continue, my dear friend.
So, Jason Spiratos, just to let you know, hypergamy in this book, out of roughly 150 different points, is, where is it? Hypergamy. Yeah, it's 0.6 out of 150 points, hypergamy. We cover that in great detail. And all of the points we have correlate back to other points. And we actually provide references to which point it goes back to. So everything's linked together in like a massive web that just makes the whole picture. All right, and it is fucking unbelievable. This is 45 pages that I have gone through every single line by my own hand. And it is all absolute gospel. Right, I would not have, right? I know the stand-up man and I have got different flavors, right? But I would not have him on my channel if this man did not speak the truth the way that I do. Okay, I wouldn't have him on my channel.
I wouldn't be banned unless I told the fucking truth.
Exactly.
Okay, and my dear friends, this is gonna save you years of headaches. I'm not 21 or 31 or 41. I'm older, as you can gather already. But believe me, my dear friends, this will save you headaches. This will save you money. And more than anything, it'll save your sanity. Okay. It will make you see things clearer.
And guys, I have... Yeah, Darius, you still with us, man? I don't know if you dropped out and came back in, but, welcome to the stream, Darius, regardless. My brother...
Thank you very much, Darius, for your support, my dear friend.
MGTOW Knowledge, Darius, MGTOW 101... I'm a big fan of both of these guys. They know it. I'm not sucking their dick. It just is what it is. I respect what they have to say. Guys, point 45. Exactly, Truth Bomb Menace. The soy boys just got incinerated by the truth bombs. Fuck. Okay, Darius, you're going to love this one. And this is exactly right. And I know that you know this by heart, okay? I don't have the shekel chat in here, but guys, if you want to donate, please... go to my PayPal, paypal.me/sydneymgtow, patreon.com/sydneymgtow. Even if you want to donate $1 a month, feel free to do so. There's no obligation, man. I do this for you. But if you want to help out, you want to donate to the Fighting Fund, I don't take any of this money for my own spending money. I pay for all my own shit myself out of my job. And even like the equipment that I'm going to get, like the little gimbals and stuff for the camera, I pay for that out of my money. I don't take that out of your money. And I did prove that in the stream the other night. So, next thing. Don't fear rejection, okay? This is critical, man. This is absolutely critical to your power in a relationship. Exactly, MGTOW 1 shekel chat is a ripoff. 30% goes to YouTube, Zuckerbergstein. MGTOW 101, actually in Darius's chat earlier, I went to send a shekel chat, and I said Mountain Dew Tube Fund, and I couldn't send it because they actually blocked YouTube. Unbelievable, unbelievable. This is the kind of censorship that Google undergoes. But guys, this is really, cannot even begin to express how important this is, man. I cannot express. Don't fear rejection. If you are willing to walk away at any given time, that will give you massive, enormous, unquantifiable power. If she knows you will walk away, right? If she knows you'll stay with her no matter what she does or says, she will lose attraction towards you more and more. And this is learned behavior. This is learned behavior. They have learned they can do anything to you, treat you like shit, do whatever they want, and you will not walk away. This is learned behavior. Do not teach them this behavior, man. You have to have the power to walk away. You have to have the balls to walk away. Do not fear rejection. There are millions, hundreds of millions of vaginas with feet either side of them walking around the earth right now that you can have. You don't need to be afraid of one of them walking away if that one of them doesn't give a fuck about you. Okay? Get that into your head, please. I love you guys, right? I love you, right? I'm here for you. I do this only for you because I see what's happening to us men and I don't want to see it happen anymore. I do not want to see it happen anymore. And this is why, please listen to me. If for nothing else, for yourself, right? Or to teach someone else that needs to know the truth. So if you don't walk away and you don't retain that power that you have by walking away and not being afraid of it, more fights will happen. And the magic vagina, the magic box will close. Right? Fucking my little Zoidberg here. Right? The magic box will close, man. I'm telling you. And there's a point
this happened to me, man.
And there's a point at which you'll have to say, baby, and look, and this is another part of the book, look them in the eyes and speak calmly and confidently and with absolute conviction. You need to look at them and say, baby, if you want me to go now, I will. Right? If she says, fine, go. You turn the fuck around and you walk out the door.
And don't look back.
Don't look back. She'll come running after you, but you have to tell her.
You don't tell her, you do it.
What I was going to say is, you do it, absolutely, 100%. That's exactly what I say. Mm-hmm. But, as Stand Up Men says in this book, you need to also have the conviction to keep going, even when she runs after you. Because the moment you turn around, when she comes running after you, oh, please don't leave, please don't leave. Oh, please stay. Oh, fuck that shit. Right? She had her chance. She fucked you over. She's playing you like a fool. Right? She's doing the crocodile tears. And Stand Up Men talks about crocodile tears in this book and how they manipulate you with it. And every word is fucking truth. Every single time I've heard the crocodile tears, it's been manipulation. Right? And every single time, up until a few years back, I fell for it. But no more. And most beta men would never, ever, ever continue to walk away. The blue pills, the guys that will get cuckolded by that same woman, the guys that will raise another man's child would never walk away like that because they don't have the fucking balls. They don't have the tenacity and they don't have the temerity to do it.
Exactly.
They are not alpha men. They are beta. And that is what women are not attracted to.
And behind your back, once you go back to her, she'll fuck somebody else. Guarantee it. And you know how I know? Because this happened to me.
In fact, this is where's the bit about the taxi?
The taxis. I can't remember. Man.
No, that's cool. I'm just gonna have a quick scan through here. I might be able to find it just quickly. But yeah, here's another thing, guys. Here's another thing from the book. And I'm giving you some of the best content from the book here, right? I'm not asking you to buy it. If you want to buy it, buy it. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. If you buy it and you don't like it, you'll get your money back. But this is so fucking transformational, man. This will change your life. I know this stuff. So many of you don't know everything that we know. Women, responsibility and accountability. They will make you believe women are responsible. That is a lie. They are not. No woman wants to be responsible for a man. If you said to a woman, do you want to be responsible for me? They're going to go, no, I don't want to be responsible for you. I don't want to be responsible for you. Little Zoidberg going on. You know? Sooner or later, you're fucked, man. I'm telling you. When things go bad, which they inevitably will at some point, right? If you don't hold them accountable and responsible for everything, who do you think she's going to blame? Huh? It's not going to be herself. She's not going to turn around and go, oh, you know what? I'm so sorry, babe. I fucked up. Everything's my fault. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. Argent 2, can you please email me sydneymgtow@gmail.com and just put the subject line soldiers? I appreciate you. Thank you. I will do a video about that because it's important as well. Chase Luke, you're right. They don't care about men anymore. Society has pressured women to be independent, but it has made women today depressed more than ever, as most women hate responsibility and will always deflect where possible. They subconsciously want to lead. When things turn bad, they can become victims and pass blame when it suits them. They can turn on tears whenever they want. See point 11, crocodile tears, which I mentioned. Look at women as if they are children and work up from there. Do not assume that they will take on responsibility if they have a scapegoat. And even if they don't have a scapegoat, they will find a scapegoat. Especially if you see that Kathy Newman interview with Jordan Peterson, go check it out. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a story.
They cannot control their emotions and will avoid taking responsibility at all costs. This is a defense mechanism. Have you ever seen the movie As Good As It Gets starring Jack Nicholson? Yes. And this is one of my favorite lines.
You have to see this video, As Good As It Gets with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. And I want you to also jot this down, man. Right? And I want you to go and look at this little snippet from YouTube. I want you to look at, search for, how do you write women so well? As Good As It Gets into YouTube. Go and look at that clip. Because this girl is just absolutely swooning over Jack Nicholson. Oh, fuck yeah, MGTOW 101, that's mad. Go check out Gary Awesome Lobster video as well, Miggy. You'll love it. I was dying, bro. I was crying. It was unbelievable. Such a good video. A little snippet from that. And this woman runs up to Jack Nicholson as he's walking away and he doesn't have the time for it. You can see in his face, he's fucking done with women. She runs up to him at the lift and she goes, oh, please, let me ask you one question. And he turns around and looks at her. And she says, how do you write women so well? And Jack Nicholson stares her right back in the eye and says to her, I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability. And that is what women are. They are men without reason and accountability for them, for the overwhelming majority. And don't think you're different, because women, estrogen, emotions, that's what it's all about. That's exactly what it's all about.
Now, on this point, I'd like to say something. About 2 years ago, I was away in Philippines with this woman. And suddenly, out of the blue, she says to me, you're such a dictator. I said, what do you mean? We always do what you want. You always tell me what to do. I said, you're right. Just wait here. I went back to my hotel room.
I love this story.
I got my passport. I got all my money. I said, here you are. I'm not going to mention her name. I gave her the money. I said, you know what? From now on, we're going to do whatever you want. You're responsible. Here's the fucking money. You do what you want. I put my hands over like this. Okay, so what do you want to do? She didn't see that coming because she doesn't know that I know what is female psychology and behavior. And guess what? She looked at me 20 seconds. She said, I don't want to be responsible for you. I said, well, fucking somebody fucking has to be. If it's not you, it has to be me. So she shut up. She gave me the money. Later on, when I was, well, you get the drill. She said, oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're the man. You should be responsible for me. I said, you've been talking to one of your fucking dumbass girlfriends. That's why.
She should be sorry.
That's why they get all their ideas from the fucking TV or from dumb fucking girlfriends. And if you, a man, do not know when and where to put a boundary, slowly but surely she's gonna bend you and bend you and bend you. When there's nothing to fucking bend, guess what she's gonna say? You've changed. I just don't feel it anymore. Fill in the blanks. She's
gonna bend you. She's going to bend you over. And guess what? Tyrone's coming with the blue pill. You know what I'm saying. Now, back to what I was saying about crocodile tears and manipulation. A woman will use crocodile tears to manipulate what she wants from you. Thank you very much, GSXR26. You'll love this book, man. It's honestly the Bible for any man. The $10 you will spend on this book will save you thousands. I guarantee it. And if it doesn't, refund. Period.
We will give you
no questions asked. No questions asked.
This will save your life. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. We'll save every aspect. We cover everyone. And for those who want to date, we've got 16 rules at the end of the ebook that will blow your fucking mind. And Mr. Stand Up Man stands behind his work. Scott read every fucking word I said. and he fixed it. He fixed it in a proper structure. Because my English is not perfect. But I can guarantee you, Papa MGTOW and those that bought the book know exactly what I'm talking about.
Jeg, I'm going to be doing a video in a couple of days letting you guys know the link for it, so you can go and obtain the book. Completely voluntary, guys. I do this because I want to help you men, and because I know the content of it word for word, and I know how fucking important it is for you men to understand all of these concepts and to understand all these ways to handle the things that we cover in the book when women come to you with it. Because they will use crocodile tears to manipulate what they want from you. Women can always cry and people will believe her, especially in court. If you continue to submit to her, she will sleep behind your back sooner or later, as stand-up men said before, as she really knows what she's doing subconsciously. Beware of it. We've all fallen prey to it at some point. She used crocodile tears from a very, very, very young age on her dad and or mum to get what she wants, and she will continue to do it. For more clarification, MGTOWski is going to be coming in the next couple of days, brother. I'll be getting this to you. I want to actually share something with you as well. And Stand Up Men doesn't know about this yet. I'm just springing this on him now. But I had a lady. Hey, Danish, welcome to Danish MGTOW. Big love, brother. Appreciate you. Where is this? Okay. So, in a conversation. All right, here it is. So a woman was talking to me today, and exactly, MGTOW is freedom. I have the penis. He has the penis. You have the penis, man. You have the penis. Nobody else has the penis, only you. The women don't have the penis. We withhold that power.
And this is coming from MGTOW Freedom, John, my dear friends, we salute you. And as you all know, John, MGTOW Freedom got banned. And we all know why.
For speaking the truth. Exactly.
I got banned, Stand Up Man got banned because telling the truth. This is where, my dear friends, you need to purchase this ebook. Urgent. This is the best fucking $10 you spent in your life. I don't say this lightly. This will save you headaches. This will save you grief. And more than anything, it'll save your sanity. Links will be coming out in the next couple of days as we're finishing the final touches to the ebook.
Exactly right. Truth Bomber Menace and Jeg only $10, and it is no questions asked, money back guarantee for any of you. If you don't feel you get value from it, then we do not in any way want you to keep the book. If you don't think you're getting a bit of value out of it, if you don't think you get $10 worth value out of it, you can even keep it. We don't care. But we'll give your money back. That's how certain we are that this will actually change your life. Genuinely. And I know this.
Reading for the ebook, Scott, what's the one thing that stood out for you?
That men have to lead, and that women will sleep with someone else if they don't respect you. And there are so many reasons why they will lose respect for you that we cover in this ebook. It is unbelievable. Some of the most innocuous seeming things that you do that you don't even think of that will cause her to lose respect for you.
100%.
Now, this message that I got this afternoon, she was talking about her nephew, and she says...
Who is this woman?
I'm not going to put out her name, but she's basically overseas at the moment, and she's with her nephew.
So just a colleague.
And it says, don't use what my nephew used on me, auntie, but I love you. And I wrote back to her and I said, he's learned that he can get out of mischief by sucking up. And this is what women learn as kids, right? But they're enabled even more than men are. I said, and he knows exactly what buttons to press. And she says, I know, hey, that doesn't work with me. And I said, smart kid. She goes, oh yeah, very clever. Bad influence. And that's it. Like, this is learned behavior from childhood. How many little girls you see with the dad's like, oh, she's my little princess, my little girl. Isn't she so cute? But she gets everything. Shlomo's your financial advisor, MGTOW 101. I'm surprised he hasn't embezzled all your funds by now, all your shekels and all your crypto, bro. Yeah, so, I don't know, man. Actually, I gotta say, Shlomo's actually a really nice guy, you know. Is all fun and games when it comes to the shekels, but he's a really good bloke, genuinely. And I have spoken to him. He's a good guy.
How about we give them some rules for dating at the end, and we'll wrap this up because we've already gone for an hour, guys. And we have to do some other stuff. So we're going to go now to the end of the ebook, and we're going to give you some dating tips for men that want to date. And we're not going to cover all of them, but we're going to cover about 4 or 5 at the beginning because this is paramount. Scott.
Yeah. Guys, I am going to read you every single one of the rules.
Not all of them, but about
Okay.
6 or 7 of them, because
Alright.
we can't give them everything for free.
All right.
So let's
That's
read
fair.
them,
That's fair.
5 or 6 of them, and the rest, if they want to purchase it. I've repeated this on my videos many times. Continue, Scott.
Okay. Number 1, critical. This comes back to the power to walk away. Say no from time to time and stick to it. Fucking stick to it. If you say no, no means no. When I was a kid, when my dad said no, it meant no. When my mum said no, it just meant that I had to try harder. Okay? But if you don't say no, she'll gradually lose all respect for you over time and she'll fuck someone else.
Number 2.
Talk. No. Oh, well. Two. Yeah. Keep your mouth shut and don't tell her things she doesn't need to know about, as women interpret things differently to men. You will be guilty by association, accused of what your friends do, even if she knows about it. Right? So if your friend goes out to a strip club and picks up one of the girls from there,
and you tell her that, you're guilty.
That means you've gone and picked up a girl as well.
Exactly.
I actually did a video as well, Silence is Power. And man, for any of you who don't grasp that concept or want to grasp it on even more deeper level, go and watch that video.
Number 3,
admit nothing.
Never admit anything. And why? Because in order to forgive, you have to forget. Women never forget, therefore they don't forgive. Here an example. If I'm leave at number 1 and you're number 3, and we're best friends, we go to school together, we do everything together, and one day we have a fight, we smash each other, we don't talk. And after 3-4 years, I come, I say, Scott, what are we doing? Sorry, mate, don't worry about it, forget about it. And you move on. As men, you move on. In order to forgive, you have to forget. Women never forget, therefore they don't forgive. So when you hear the following phrase, darling, you can forgive me, it's a pussy trap. Don't fall for it, admit nothing. Number 4,
talk about her. Women love talking about themselves. Guys, have you noticed this? Women love talking about their problems. They love talking about everything. Like, they just can't stop talking, blah, 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 blah. They cannot shut the fuck up. If you tell them something, right, they will tell their best friend in confidence. And then that best friend will tell their best friend in confidence.
and every one of them will add a little bit.
Yeah. And by the time you know it, every single one of their committee know exactly what the fuck you've been up to. And then they will turn around and they'll tell her that she's too good for you and they'll tell her to dump you. And then you're the one that gets fucked. You're the one that gets left in the cold. And then all of your friends will fucking fuck you over and walk away from you because they're too afraid to upset their vagina or their white knights and blue pill beta cucks. And if they are single, there's a high chance that they're either going to be MGTOW, in which case they're going to take your side because they realize what's going on, or they're going to be a beta, which is why no woman's with them. That's the only 2 reasons why a man would be single, okay?
Here's one other one. Women are not your enemy. Your big fucking mouth.
That's right.
Keep it shut. How many times you and I told something to a woman in confidence and it was used against you?
Exactly.
Keep your mouth shut.
Exactly.
One more and we'll wrap it up.
Hang on, can I pick the last one? Or
Yes, get back up, whatever you want.
Let's see what we got. So,
we've got 16 nuggets. And I promise you, my dear friends, 12 years I worked on this.
I've actually covered a lot of these already. I can't double up. I've got to give him something new.
Give him something. Something they haven't heard yet.
I think we've pretty much covered most of it. You know what?
Not all of it.
Let's go.
Go ahead.
Okay. Guys, here we go. Money. The one that controls the money controls the relationship. Every time. Men, hit that thumbs up. I need men to hear this. If you don't, she controls it. And you will always be second class if you live with a woman. Always. If you live with a woman and she controls the money, you'll always be second class. Because she comes first, followed by the kids, followed by the pets, followed by you.
And you're left with the crumbs.
You get relegated to a status less than a fucking hamster that eats cheese and shits all over newspaper. That's the status you get relegated to in this scenario. Right? So,
speaking of, I just got a phone call from a woman.
what did you call her?
Don't repeat her name.
Okay, her name, first name, last name, you changed. That's what he's got in his phone.
That's on her phone. She calls her name is AB. You've changed because they all changed.
Yep, you've changed. You've changed.
Is that live?
Exactly. You can't fake this shit.
Hey, you got it live, mate.
So, please always hide your shekels for a rainy day. Always hide your money, hide your assets, hide it overseas. Do whatever the fuck you have to do to protect yourselves. Speak to lawyers, speak to accountants, speak to men like stand-up men who walked away from his divorce paying zero.
One thing she took off, the furniture. But I would like to say to her on this format, you can shove up the furniture.
We will, MGTOW. We will. We'll link the book very soon. In the next few days, my brother, I promise you.
We're going to finish here, but with a plea, my dear friends.
Loose lips. Hey, Miggy. Loose lips sink ships.
Loose lips. Yeah, drunk lips sink ships. Loose lips, exactly. My dear friends, I've been banned from YouTube. But I appeal to your knowledge. I appeal to your logic. I don't want this to happen. Please listen to our great friend Scott here that continues our work. All of us need a helping hand. You need a helping hand. I needed a helping hand. There was nobody to help me. I appeal to you. Give us a hand. We'll pull you out of the abyss. I promise you. Once you pull you out of the abyss, the shine will shine on you. There is light out there. But you need to help yourself. If I'm walking in the forest and you fall down into a hole and you're screaming for help and I give you my hand, I still need your hand to pull you out of that area, out of the hole. So please give us a hand and I promise you Scott and I will help you. I promise you unequivocally this will blow you fucking away. And why we are only charging $10 when I believe it's worth $100? Because I want to make this accessible to everybody. Because I love every fucking one of you. And this man loves you even more than I do. Because he shows his face. So he is the leader, not me. He is the fucking winner. But at the same time, we need you to help yourself. When I was depressed for 8 months, there was nobody to help me. Till one day I said to myself, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And eventually I stopped that. I started getting out of it. You can avoid all this shit that I went through and all this shit that Scott went through. And you can help yourself. Be a man that you want to be. I promise you. The sky will be brighter. The food will taste better. You will walk with proud of being a man because you don't give a fuck. And when you don't give a fuck, that's when everybody will want to surround you. Because when you worry what she says, what he said, you'll never fucking finish. And that's how most people are depressed. And today I'm going to make a statement. And here it is. Majority of manginas are depressed. Yes. There is a massive link I found from manginas and depression.
Correct.
We will talk about this on a later video, but I want to thank every one of you for tuning in and listening to our great friend Scott and myself. Stand Up Man may have been closed on YouTube, but we're on Vimeo. If anybody would like to see our videos, I uploaded most of the videos and all of them are coming. But I want to please tell you, please help yourself. At the end of the day, we all need some help. Even me. Some men helped me at the time. But here we've got a format. We can help you. You can help yourself. So please, I appeal to you. I want to tell you unequivocally, I love every fucking one of you. And I know your pain. I know your agony. And you know why? Because I've been there. And I know that Scott knows. Yeah. Because he has pain. And you can see his passion because he knows what he's got through. He and I have got one thing in common. We speak in high voice because we're talking from pain. But at the same time, we're talking from liberation. You know why? Because we know it's liberating. We want to know and give you the truth that we discovered.
Exactly.
With this, I'll let Scott finish with his final words.
Man, look at this. I am sweating bullets here. We've been on this stream for an hour and 10 minutes. And you know what? Every second of this was worth it to share and impart the knowledge that both I know and that Stand Up Man has put onto paper. He's collated this over the last 12 years. I've collated it in my head over, probably not as long a period, but more just as intensively. Like we've both been fucked over in divorce. We've both had our friends turn on us. We've both been manipulated by women. We've both had had people try to take our money. We've both had crocodile tears used on us. We've both had them shit test us. We've both been fucked over and treated like dirt. And so are a lot of you men. And that's why you're MGTOW, because you understand what happens to you in these relationships. And I don't care what happens to me. I don't care if you know people. I don't care if my face is all over the newspaper tomorrow as a misogynist. I don't fucking care, men. I do not give a fuck. Because you hearing this is more important to me than absolutely anything that anybody can fucking do to me. If you put me in jail, I don't care. Because there's nothing more important to me than getting the word out to you men so you can save yourselves from what you don't know about yet.
And I'm warning you, my dear friends, a dire warning from Stand Up Men. If you don't learn these topics, you will wake up one morning and you will be like a few friends of mine that committed suicide. This is no laughing matter. I've said this on my videos not once and not twice and not 3 times. Friends of mine have committed suicide. I don't want this to happen to you. So you need to save yourself. Now, at the same time, please don't hate women. Don't hate anybody. Hate is counterproductive. Accept female nature for what it is. I promise you, when you read this ebook, you're gonna have all sorts of emotions. You're gonna have tears. You're gonna have happiness and depression, because we tell it the way it is, without the bullshit, without the fluff. We tell you what mainstream media doesn't want you to know.
And you'll actually go through a series of steps and phases if you aren't already at one of them. And we outline those series of steps and phases in the book so you know exactly what to expect and exactly what's going to go on. You know, and by the end of it all, you'll truly. I mean, it might take you a day, it might take you a week, it might take you a month, it might take you a year, it might take you a decade. But when you know all of this, and once you've finally processed everything from this 45 pages of pure truth, you will actually release yourself. You'll let go without even realizing it of the feelings of anger towards women. Because when you understand them, you know what you're dealing with, and you can just go into a place of complete acceptance. And that place of acceptance is what will save you from heartache. It's what will save you from committing suicide, like so many of John's friends have. It's what will save you from jumping off a cliff, multiple times a week, multiple men jumping off the same cliff over and over and over.
With that, my friends, I want to say to you, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I have tears in my eyes, and I'm not laughing matter about things that people have written to me. I'm not joking, man. People have written to me that I saved their fucking life. I'm not saying this lightly, and I'm not mentioning their names, because it's not laughing matter. I want to help you, and I say this without being a cunt, because I tell you the truth. And my fucking truth got me banned from YouTube. So please, help yourself, so we can make you better men, and you can save yourself from what the shit's about to fucking happen to you.
Yeah, but your truth involved women getting shit on for money. That's the difference. And look, something, guys, I want to read. I'm sorry I haven't read a lot of the comments in the chat. I know there has been a lot of great messages from you guys, and I really appreciate all your support and your encouragement, and thank you so much for it all. But there's something I want to read right now that I've just read from MGTOW, from Truth Bomber Menace. And he said, one of my friends committed suicide too in his marriage.
See, so we're not saying this lightly.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly. So
this is not a laughing matter. I'm not laughing. I'm not mocking anybody. This is not. I just want you to know the pitfalls so this won't happen to you.
Every single one of you hearing my voice right now with your own ears, your life is important to me. Your happiness is important to me. And that's why I'm busting my ass. That's why I spent 40 hours going through this book, refining and adding and helping Stand Up Men to, get it to this point, because, it matters to me that you guys understand female nature, so you can release yourself from the anxiety, so you can release yourself from the frustration, and, just truly let go of the anger and frustration that you may have felt because things have happened that you didn't understand, and there was no rational explanation for it.
Before we finish, please stop watching mainstream media. It's pure indoctrination. Start studying and learning and making yourself a better man. With that, we're going to finish. Scott, would you like to have any final words?
Should I read them the lyrics from that song I told you about today?
Yes. There's a song that Scott alerted me today that you need to hear this. It's a song by Carmen, and listen to the song. I think that there may be copyrights. Be careful.
Yeah, it's called a cappella, so I'm not going to play it
A cappella, we can't play it because of copyrights, but read the words, what's in the song.
I will just quickly show you the base of it just so you can see it. There, Carmen a cappella. So here we go. Used to be your baby, used to be your lady, thought you were the perfect lover. All the harmony went falling out of key, so now you got to find another. So here's the thing, man, right? Straight off the bat, this is shaming. This is men being shamed, right? This is complete shaming fucking language. Unbelievable.
You need to see the video, the movie, the video clip. What's the name of it's Carmen by a cappella. You're not going to believe the words.
A cappella is the name of the song. That's ACAPELLA. And the artist is Carmen, KARMAN. Sounds like a stripper name. Probably not a coincidence. But yeah, it says, now you're talking crazy, saying that you made me like I was your Cinderella. So basically she's saying, you didn't do anything for me. You didn't help make me. You didn't contribute to my success, even if we've done everything for those women and helped to guide them to the place that they're at. You and me are through though. Watch me hit it solo because I'm a strong, independent woman, just walking my own way. I'm going to do it a cappella. Yeah. And it says, here's the next verse, right? Once upon a time, I met the perfect guy. He had that Colgate smile. He had that suit and tie. Mama always said, now her mum's saying this, right?
Listen to the words.
Mama always said, get a rich boyfriend. You don't gotta love him, girl. You can pretend. And we cover this in the book. Yeah. Right? And we covered this before I clicked to these lyrics and thought about it. Exactly, Chase. Look, I'm a strong, independent woman. Bullshit.
And then they get the 35-40. Wherever all the good men go.
Fucking.
Anyway, please watch that video and the lyrics. Carmen, what's the name again?
A cappella. Carmen with a K, KARMAN. Come on, I'm just gonna finish. So it says, oh, and what a lucky girl you will be. But no, he didn't do jack for me. So men, you're not doing anything for them apparently. I want a bean with the beanstalk. And so she wants magic, right? Which it's our duty to create. And if the magic ain't right, time to walk. So if you don't create those emotions in her, she will walk away and leave you standing there crying on your fucking pedestal if you don't understand their nature and if you don't understand the truth about female nature, especially in the context of relationships, which we cover in this book. And I'm not going to read all of the rest of the words, but I'm going to read the second verse. Out on our first date, he took me gourmet. We hit that Olive Garden. My little Italy. Daddy always said, let the gentleman pay. Never ever go Dutch at the buffet. I saw his bad intention. He didn't want to talk. He put the saucy on it. Oops. Time to check my watch. Daddy always said, money can buy class. You don't want to get stuck taking out trash. So let's just dissect that for about 20 seconds before we finish up this video. Let's try to keep it under an hour and 20 because we're almost there. So Dad said, let the gentleman pay. Don't ever pay at the buffet. Then, oh, I saw his bad intention. He wants to fuck me. He doesn't want to talk. He wants to fuck me. Darius, you know what I'm talking about, brother. MGTOW knowledge, Darius. Shout out to my man. I saw his bad intention. He wants to fuck me. He didn't want to talk. Yeah, he just wants sex, right? Why is he paying for dinner? Why is he taking you out? Why is he whining and dining you if he doesn't want to fuck? Right? That's why we men do these things, because we want to fuck. Get it into your head, men. Women don't get that this is the way we operate, right?
I can't help it, mate.
He put the saucy on it. Oh, he started to get flirtatious. He started to hint that maybe he wanted to put his dick in my Zoidberg. Oops, time to check my watch. Oh, would you look at the time? Now that you paid for dinner, I've got to fuck off home. Daddy always said money can't buy class. So the man that takes you out to dinner, that pays for your meal, that picks you up, that gives everything to you, that wants to fuck, is not classy. That's what Daddy said. Or at least that's what she's telling us. All right,
the bad boy that comes with drugs and gives us stuff, she'll fuck him without dinner.
Exactly, no dinner. She'll even fuck him without the drugs. because she sees the tattoos, she sees the steroid muscles. You know, big respect to the men out there who have got, you know, a good physique, that have worked hard for it, that have actually put in the hard yards and done it properly. Massive respect. But the guys, the drug dealers, the bad boys, the guys with the tats and ripped all through the arms, you know, all up his back, the traps, everything, tattoos from head to toe of guns and all sorts of shit. That's the guys they want to slam. That's the guys they want to just... Exactly, MGTOW 101 shredded. That's what gets the puss. But it doesn't keep it. It doesn't keep it. So... And
before I finish, my dear friends, my uncle has constructed a whole program, How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You. And I need to tell you this, it's $99. It's 6 hours. We're going to put links below. This will blow you fucking away. Every aspect of masculinity. When it comes to money, when it comes to women, when it comes to purpose, when it comes to depression, how to overcome depression, how to be happy, how to get goals, what to do, when to do, and especially on money. A man with no money has got no dick. And my dick is big because I have money. That's why, well, I'm not going to go into it now, but we'll leave it at that. A man with no money has got no, well, so we have conducted there a whole series on money, how to become wealthy. We want you to be rich. There is no happiness and nothing to gain from being poor. And you know how you become rich? By sticking to the rules that we outlined, that my uncle outlines in our books. All links will be coming soon. I want to tell you, my dear friends, we love you from the bottom of my heart. I wish there was somebody like me or Scott would have helped me years ago. Would have saved me all the fucking agony that I went through. Final thoughts?
Stand-up men, question for you is the, because I haven't actually discussed this with you yet, but since we're live on the stream, let's address it. Is the How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You, is that also money back guarantee?
Money back guarantee for 30 days. 6 hours.
Right.
You try it for 30 days. It's $99 US. I promise you, my uncle and myself have constructed this. This will blow you away.
And I've seen it, man.
Anybody that would like to see some links, we'll share with you some links. Anybody interested, email myself at yourlifetoday1@gmail.com or Scott
sydneymgtow@gmail.com,
and we can send you some snippets. At the same time, it's more important, the ebook. That is urgent. It's only $10 and it's worth every fucking cent. 12 years, I worked on it.
Jason J, by the way, check out the Lighthouse Project with Diana Davidson. It is a non-profit organization which helps men who have been falsely accused. So if that has happened to you, then
Diana Davidson,
I strongly suggest you get onto that.
She's very, 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 very active. She's fantastic. So I personally spoke to her a few times.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Anybody in Canada should be in contact with Diana Davidson, and please help her because she's helped a lot of men on false accusations.
Yeah. Aussie Extremist says, today's the greatest day in Australian history, says Turnbull. The day gay marriage got voted in. Yeah, more like Malcolm Cockbull, not Turnbull.
Exactly.
Motherfucker. Anyway, men, I love you all. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for staying.
Thank you very, very much for staying us all this time. God bless you.
This has been a long stream, and you know, we are here because we actually give a fuck about you. If I didn't give a fuck about you, I'd be sitting at home at my place. In the aircon, there's no aircon in this building because it's an older building, and so they can't put it in. But I would definitely be at home in the aircon right now if I didn't give a fuck about you, man. I'd be sitting there. I'd be doing my own shit. I'd probably, you know, be on Tinder or some other bullshit, you know. But because I know what I know, I need to impart to you, men. And you know, thank you, Stand Up Men, for putting this book together. I honestly appreciate you.
Thank you.
You know, as I said, some of you guys, exactly, mates before Aircon Steve, some of you guys might not like my flavor. Some of you guys might not like Stand Up Men's flavor, but we are here because we give a fuck about you. Period. Miggy, man, go nap, brother. Go nap, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining the stream, man.
Thank you very much for every one of you.
Exactly.
Even if we didn't mention you by name, God bless you. You are searching. You want to know the truth. And that's why here on this stream. Some of us know more than others, but it doesn't mean you cannot learn. You can make yourself a better man. Don't focus on the past. We can't change the fucking past. Take the present. Embrace it. Buy the ebook. Make yourself a better man so you can stand tall and not be a fucking cuck mangina like so many fucking men out there today in Australia. Okay, baby, whatever you want, baby. Fill in the blanks. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm having a black coffee after this. No soy. Peace. Love you all. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I will
Thank you very, very much for every one of you. And to Scott, please listen to him, my dear friends. If you don't like me, it's okay. But we all have to listen to somebody. If you don't like me, it's okay, but listen to somebody. You don't like him, listen to the Darius. You don't like Darius, listen to whoever you want, third flingy monkey. But please, you have to learn this. Because this will save your fucking life. And believe me, being 8 months depressed is not exactly the best place I was in my life at the time. Exactly. Thank you very much.
MGTOW brothers, there is peace and unity. We are united. We are here for you. And we love every single one of you. And thank you so much for joining the stream today. I look forward to getting to getting this ebook finally and ready and linked up, so you guys can check it out and start blowing your mind and realizing what's really going on, so you can change your own lives. And I know from the bottom of my heart that it will. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here for an hour and a half sweating bullets.
God bless you.
Anyway, guys, peace. Sydney MGTOW and Stand Up Men out. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.